going down for real. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Christian and Cindy's Corners. With your student government and president and host, as always, Christian Alexander.
And your student government vice president and co-host, as always, Cindy Sausis. Let's get down to business for our top stories for this week.
Now we are going to recap Saturday's activity. We rode the 74 bus Fullerton to Fullerton and Surrey to play our traditional softball game at Coesquill Park, where we met up with Beth and played a game of kickball before the transition students met up with us. After kickball, we all decided to go to lunch either at Golden Nuggets or El Salvador Pizzeria. Then we all gathered again an hour and a half later to meet with the transition students for a game for a game of softball. We had a lot of fun playing softball, even though there was not enough transition students for us to do P.A.C.E and transition. We instead had some transition students play together with us on one team, while other transition students and some of us first and second years were on the other team.
Now, not everyone played either game. There was also quite a few people just sitting in the shade, watching and cheering along, such as me. But regardless of that, I had loads of fun socializing with everyone else present on our activity. And I got to say that the weather was so perfect that day. It was a mere 70 degrees with a nice cool breeze and bright warm sunlight. However, on Monday, due to the rain, we didn't end up at Millennium Park for the challenge. We ended up going to the water tower and just walk around. And it turned out that our lunch plans at Under 55 were canceled because it was closed for Memorial Day. So we problem solved by either ordering pizza or Uncle Sammy's or just be out into the community by ourselves having lunch. Before we left for the challenge, Mrs. Padella gave us a brief lesson on what Memorial Day really means for us and how all the veterans sacrificed their lives to serve our country so we can live better, protective lives.
Yeah.
In other news, students can choose to go to the Piven Improv Show if they want to, but it is mandatory for the Division Street Festival. If you want to go to Piven, remember to take the Red Line to Howard and then get on the Purple Line at Linden and get off at the Noise Stop in Evanston. For the Division Street Festival, you walk to Ashland and Fullerton and catch the 9 bus towards 95th. Hop off the bus at Ashland and Division and walk towards Damon and Division.
Don't forget, we really need to wrap up on our portfolios soon. The deadline is in 2 weeks from now. Workshops take place every Tuesday evening and 327. Don't use just that time in school to work on it, but whenever you can. Well, that's it for now. I am Christian Alexander.
And I am Cindy Sausis, and thanks for tuning in to
Christian and Cindy's Corners. Peace out, everyone.